Minnesota Vikings offensive line has been much maligned over the last couple of years, but hope is finally here in the form of Christian Darrisaw in the first round, future franchise left tackle, Wyatt Davis, no matter what, adding some size and competency at right guard in the third round, and PFF are frenemies who are sometimes on the list, sometimes they're off the list. They rank all 32 offensive lines heading into the 2021 season. Now, you would think, yes, you're betting on the come, you're betting on potential. The Vikings haven't proved it together on the field yet, but okay, maybe mid-teens. There's been a dearth of offensive line play around the league, and the Vikings, they have all the pieces, especially since a lot of the guys that the Vikings drafted up front, PFF loves them. Christian Darrisaw was the highest graded 2020 tackle in the class, and Wyatt Davis is no slouch either. So you're thinking, okay, maybe we'll be in the teens, maybe eventually we'll crawl into the top 10. That's fine. And look at the top of the list. You got the Browns, yes, Stefanski, Bill Callahan, what up? 1, respect. 2, the Colts, especially since they also added Eric Fisher to replace Anthony Costanzo, respect. Patriots are always going to be good, even without Dante Scarnecchia. They always have talent through the pipeline. And then you got the Saints, whatever. Ramchick, whatever. The Bucks, yes. And you think, okay, we're just looking through. Well, the Cowboys are definitely overrated, but you're looking through, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, the Chiefs were up there fine. They just replaced their entire offensive line. They signed everyone. It's whatever. And you think, okay, so not top 10. Maybe in the teens for sure. Definitely. Oh, there's the Bills. Oh, there's Tennessee Titans. Oh, the Packers are up there, even though they lost Corey Linsley. Okay, fine. Washington is still somehow up there. 17, the Eagles. Eagles had one of the worst offensive lines last year, but okay, 17. The Chargers completely revamped. Maybe they should be higher. Respect Rashawn Slater. Respect Lindsey, etc. The Seahawks. How are the Seahawks at 19? They've treated that offensive line, besides Dwayne Brown, as a science experiment with Russ during his time there. But okay, sure. 20, Texans. How are the Texans 20? I understand Larry Tunsil's up here. Everyone else, whack. Really? Okay. And then, okay, the Broncos 21, one of the worst offensive lines in the league last year outside of Garrett Bowles. Sure. And then the Jaguars, wow. And then the Falcons, what? And then who's next? The Bengals. The Bengals, where, okay, breathe, woosah. Yeah, they're hyping up Jonah Williams, who hasn't really done anything. They got Riley Reif at right tackle, sure. Trey Hopkins, it's whatever, but, okay. Raiders, wow. They got rid of everyone. They paid Colton Miller $75 bajillion, but they're 25, and then the Vikings finally stopped the descent at 26. At this point, I wish they would have just rated the Vikings as 32. Just say that they're the worst in the league. The worst. Because if you're not going to accurately portray them and you're betting on potential, just like you bet on potential with the Chargers, why? But here's what they wrote. Vikings offensive line has struggled in recent years. You think? Including a 26th place in our final 2020 rankings. There are some big changes for this offseason, starting with first-round tackle Christian Darrisaw coming off the highest grade of a Power 5 tackle in the nation last year. Second highest grade since 2014, blah, 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 blah. Where tackle Brian O'Neill has been the most consistent lineman for the Vikings. He's coming off a career high 78 grade. Cool. Which is ranked 24th among tackles. He's a smooth move zone blocker, whatever, rotary girder, whatever. The interior is where the Vikings have had their issues. Yes, especially in pass protection. Nailed it. Bradbury example, blah, blah, blah. Ezra started at right guard down the stretch, and he'll slot there again 2021. Factually incorrect. He's been working at left guard, but okay. And then the left guard spot, 2 options, Mason Cole, third rounder Wyatt Davis. Cole has had 2 full seasons under his belt, blah, blah, blah. And the Ohio State University, blah, 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 blah. But somehow, some way, that all adds up to 26. Like Doso E60, really. Where this is what is so frustrating, where the parameters for other teams are not applied to the Vikings. Because like we said, the Chargers, they're certainly betting on potential as well. They got rid of everyone. They really had to gut that thing because it was rotten. But somehow they slide in at 18. Because they landed Rashawn Slater. And, they're hyping up Brian Bulaga. When's the last time anyone's ever been hyped up about Brian Bulaga? Not even with the Packers, not even at Iowa, please. Corey Linsley, respect. The highest paid center in NFL history, is a stud, and he'll contribute right away. But the rest of it, okay, sure. I know that they're hyped up about Brendan James coming out of Nebraska, but, that's going to send it over. How do they go from one of the worst lines in the league all the way up to 18, but the Vikings just stay at 26? Just really does not make sense, but it's okay. It's just another thing to add to the complete pile of disrespect, and we're just PFF, man. Sometimes you're on the list. Sometimes you're certainly off the list. But 26. 26. Let's go down the bottom. So the Bears 27. Yes. Even though they got Tevin Jenkins, the rest of that line, not so much. I like Whitehair. I like James Daniels if he can stay healthy, but whatever. The Jets are interesting because they got Becton, stud. They got AVT, stud. But the rest, little boy. So I understand that one. 29, Pittsburgh. See, that's the inconvenient truth where Pittsburgh, their offensive line, booty. Straight up booty. 30, Dolphins. Yeah, I could see that. You're betting on a lot of young guys. Austin Jackson, Robert Hunt, I like a lot, so I get it. 31, Panthers. Wow. 31, even with Taylor Moton. That's pretty damn impressive. They did draft Brady Christian. Oh, yeah. They may be 31 because they signed Pat Elflein to a multi-year deal. Then the Giants. Yeah, the Giants are a mess. Like, Andrew Thomas certainly did not work out. Nate Solder probably is the worst left tackle contract in NFL history. It is up there. And Matt Pert getting some time. Will Hernandez has been up and down. They lost Zeitler, so yeah, okay, I get that one. But 26, man, I want to save this. Like, cut and paste this video because I want to see where this is at the end of the season. Now, notice I didn't even mention Dakota Dozier or Rashad Hill could potentially start, which you can't really ever fully take that off the table with Rick Dennison and Mike Zimmer, but it's okay. If we get what we want, if we get Darrisaw and Ezra and Bradbury and Davis and O'Neal, I think the Vikings could be a top 10 unit their rookie season. No cap. First year together, I think they could vault to the top 10 and even higher. I think the Vikings do have the making of a really good young offensive line. Where you look at the Colts, where everything has been largely been done in-house. Quentin Nelson, Ryan Kelly, Braden Smith, they just got after it. They did just get after it. I think the Vikings eventually could have a version of the Colts offensive line, but it's going to take some time, just a smidge of time. But give us what we want this year. Let the young guys play. Do not play Dozier. That is all. But your thoughts, PFF, 7th worst offensive line in the NFL. Really? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.